Yesterday, I gave you guys a tutorial on exactly how to print onto envelopes directly. Since I mainly focused on the aspect of printing these out, I did not go into the finer details of how to actually upload your addresses in the easiest and simplest way. In Canva, they actually have this feature called bulk create. With bulk create, you can upload all these addresses from an Excel file and then it will load them into your template, which will save you a lot of time and effort of having to type out every single one on your own. So of course, I got a tutorial for all my DIYers who are looking to learn this feature. If you saw my video from yesterday, this should look very familiar to you guys. If you're looking to send out invites for a big event, instead of going to the top right and hitting the duplicate button so many times, you can go ahead and use this bulk create feature. When I was collecting addresses for our wedding, we used the site Postable. I absolutely love this site because we were able to send a link to all of our guests that we needed address for, and then it collected all into an address book for us. Now for today's video, I'm not going to go into the details of Postable, but if you want to learn more about it, make sure you're dropping a comment. If you've already gone about using Postable, you can actually go and click on exactly what I just did and export your contacts right to an Excel sheet for you. This Excel file will drop right into your downloads, and then we are actually going to go ahead and upload it into Canva. So let's jump back over to Canva, and we are going to go into our little apps tab on the left hand side. In the top search bar that pulls out, type in bulk create like I have here and select that first gray icon. And then this is what your screen should be looking like on the left hand side. If you don't have an Excel sheet to upload, you can go in and do this manually. It is a little bit more tedious this way, but it does have this option. If you have your Excel sheet, I'm just going to cancel out of this and show you how to do it. Click the upload data button and then find your Excel file. When you have it selected, click upload and then you should be brought to this screen. As you can see in here, you could start changing some of your preferences depending on what you want shown and what you don't. It is kind of hard to determine things from this screen, so we're going to move on to the next and hit continue. In here, depending on how your Excel sheet was labeled, you're going to see all your categories. So knowing what your categories are labeled is going to help you auto-generate this right-hand side. When I click on the top line where the names are selected, I am seeing this connect data icon. When you click on that, you're going to see all of your categories pop up, and in here you want to click the one that you want to generate into this spot on all of your envelopes. Now I already have this one set up for myself, so if you scroll down you see I have checked off names that are super formal. So thankfully, because I use Postable, they do have a category based off my guest info, how to write this formally on an envelope. Then obviously you want to do the same thing for your second and third lines when it comes to your guest addresses. For this video though, I am not going to demonstrate that just because I want to keep my family and friends addresses private. Now once you have all of your text boxes linked up, you obviously do not need to do your return address, but we're going to come over to the bottom over here and click that button. In here, it's going to show me a preview of all the names it's going to generate on my envelopes. If there's any you didn't want it to generate, you can obviously unclick it, and then you can go ahead and hit the bottom button after you're happy with the ones that are selected. If a new Canva window doesn't automatically pop up for you, make sure you check your pop-up blocker because chances are it's stuck in there. And as you can see, as I scroll through all 70 pages, it is all nicely set up with the new names all templated for me. I always recommend making sure you check over all your work before you save it out, but once you're ready to do so, make sure you're saving this out as a PDF best for print. And if you're not sure what kind of printer settings to use, make sure you check out my last video because I show you exactly how I make mine. And that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you come back for more money-saving DIY tips and tricks.